Hey, do you know about the neurodivergent dash and crash cycle and its impact in parenting and becoming a new parent? Hi, I'm Dr. Craig. I'm the founder of Connection Craft. I'm a neurodivergent physician and love life and everything coach for neurodivergent individuals. And energy regulation and energy management are a super important topic because in general, neurodivergent individuals suck at it for a variety of reasons. One, we tend to respond very much to stress-based need. So we get into these cycles of inertia where it's urgency and need and some sort of crisis that actually drive us into action. I'm going to do another video where I actually talk about how our skills get wired into those states. But for the purposes of this video, basically, because we don't always motivate ourselves in the most typical fashion, either our attention's always on something like a hyperfocus, or if we need sort of an urgency or an external pressure to really focus on something, what that does is that creates spaces where we try to get a lot done in a very short amount of time. So our motivation tends to be very extrinsic for most kind of daily tasks, or it's something that we're deeply passionate about that we can just do all day. Either of those scenarios or situations create an environment where we are expending a ton of energy very heavily without a lot of rest or monitoring. And basically, especially when we're young, our life is set up where we can do that. We work. We do whatever we need to do. We study. We do a lot of socialization, whatever it is that needs to get done. And then usually for 12, 24, 36, sometimes even 72 hours, basically we crash after that need is met, after that activity is performed. And this is a cycle that I see a lot of younger neurodivergent individuals in, because if you don't have as many obligations, if you don't have responsibilities, if you don't have other people you're responsible for, it's actually easy to do this. So there's a lot of strategies. One of the simplest strategies is to actually intentionally schedule your crashes and intentionally schedule your dashes. And there's also some different things around motivation and timers and other stuff that are really helpful. Now, the big problem where this becomes a huge difficulty is actually when you transition into parenthood, or you transition into another role where there's no downtime, there's no me time, there's no crash time, and you actually have to be constantly on in a role. And that can be really daunting, and it can lead to a lot of burnout. And I see it in general being a little bit worse for women because there's more of a societal expectation that women work and take care of kids and have multiple roles that don't ever allow for any crash period. I hope you found this super interesting and useful. So those are my thoughts for today. If you want to learn more about this, then comment, activate, and watch my masterclass. Like, share, follow, and as always, send this to a neurodivergent in need.